Hey, what's going on? I apologize how I look. It's cold outside. Came hiking today, and I'm at a waterfall, and it's kind of freezing. So, who decided to do this today? I don't know. So this might be for you. I don't really know who need to hear this. Of course, it could just be for me. But you know how they say water flows downhill. All right, water flows downhill. I think in the military we hear it a different way with a different term, but ultimately it talks about the gravity of that element or water flowing downwards in a downward motion. And so if you're thinking about it, how I see that as it connects with life and its principles, as things happen or there are set things in life, you have water which consistently finds its way downhill. I never heard of water streaming uphill, right? You know, especially someone who's been a builder and been in construction. Sometimes you have a home at a lower level or elevation, and you need to pump sewage uphill. It doesn't go uphill on its own. There's a force, like a sewage pump, that would push waste uphill to get to its intended destination. But in a natural sense, it flows the opposite way. Life has a funny way of allowing things to flow in a natural sense if you allow it. Water is one of those tricky things because you really can't stop water. You always will reroute it. You can put up things to prevent it from getting into certain areas. Oftentimes it'll just beat up against it, whether it's an obstacle in between or not. Water will continue to find its way. So if you think about life and you think about some of the challenges and the different things that you face, some of those things are inevitable. Some things we cause on ourselves. We create some obstacles that don't need to be there. But sometimes we have to allow the natural flow of things to take its course. Sometimes we have to remember that just like water consistently finds its way downhill despite all obstacles, we have to navigate with it, right? That speaks to our determination. It speaks to our adaptability. It speaks to our continuous efforts or momentum towards getting what we want in life. You know, when obstacles or achieving our goals, you know, when obstacles and things come up and there's water involved, you know, as technology has advanced, as humans have gotten smarter, we found different ways to cross over those things. We created bridges when it's bigger bodies of water and we need to get from one side of land to another side of land. We created boats. When we didn't want to go through the different things that could happen by traveling by boat, we created airplanes. We always find a way. Natural things that are going to happen in life are going to allow us to explore creativity. It's going to put us at a decision point where we have to decide on how we want to navigate those waters. Do we want to cross over despite those boundaries and obstacles? Do we want to go through them? Do we want to flow? I think there is opportunity in life constantly for us to sit down sometimes, take in the full picture, just like water flows, the serenity behind what's actually going on in life, even if there's turbulence. I'm looking at this water now and there's nothing smooth about how this water is flowing downhill. Where I came from was a larger waterfall. I'm about to go back because I want to climb up farther. And then even further down to some of the lowest points, it's hitting rock after rock after rock, and it's creating, you know, I'm seeing white mixed in the water because this water is hitting all type of obstacles. But at no point do I see the water hitting anything and stopping. At no point do I see the water hitting something and quitting. I give up. I just hit a rock. I'm going to take my couple of gallons and go back the opposite way. it's still flowing downhill. It's still going to reach its intended destination. And I think sometimes we have to think about life like that. We have to take in some of the reality that there's going to be rocks in the water. We have to take in the reality that there's going to be people who cross over in different ways. But we still have to make sure that we hit our intended destination. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm taking in the natural flow of things. I'm laying out all my cards and I'm taking a look at what decisions I have on the table and seeing which way I want to go. How do I want to navigate these waters? Knowing there's obstacles in place, knowing that there's things that are unknown under this water that I may run into, knowing that there's options to use a bridge or airplane, or which way do I want to take? Which way is the path of maybe not the least resistance, but what makes the most sense as I navigate these waters? Because the water's going to go downhill regardless. So you can use that to symbolize maybe what you're going through in life, or maybe it's just for me for what I'm going through. I don't know. Just a conversation. Hope this helps. Have a good day.